Hi everyone, how are you doing today? We are still in Psalms. This is Renee. We are doing our journey through the Bible, but we are in Psalms, and I'm excited to be with you all today. Hope you're having a blessed week. Today we are going to be in Psalm 77, and I love the title. I'm in the Illustrating Bible, spiral bound Bible here, and the title for this psalm says "Confidence in a Time of Crisis." And it just kind of goes through, you need to read the whole psalm to yourself, but it's just about the psalmist, the writer, it says, I cry out to God and I'm wondering if he's hearing me. And, I'm sure we've all been in that situation where we've been in a crisis or we're in a situation where we just feel like we don't see God working, or we're wondering what he's doing, or we're in a situation where we have like a huge decision to make and we just don't know which way to go. So it's kind of like a puzzle. So I have these images. These are from the company Print, Pray, Slay. Yes, Print, Pray, Slay. I had these in a folder for a while. I think these came out a while back, and so I just printed them out and cut out these images. And I figured today, since it was about like crosswords, and they had some puzzle little puzzle images that I just cut out. And so I'm gonna do a puzzle page today, because sometimes we just feel like our life is a puzzle. We're wondering how the pieces fit. We're wondering if we ever see God working. But the verse that really, really stuck out to me in this, so it starts here and it goes onto this page, but it's like the psalmist crying out to God, but then he says, will the Lord reject forever and never show his favor? But then as he goes, he's crying out to God, but then he says, I will remember the Lord's works. Yes, I will remember your ancient wonders. So a good thing to always remember when we're in a crisis is to remember God's faithfulness. And then he talks about how God works. But the verse that really stood out to me was, verse 18. It says, the sound of your thunder was in the whirlwind, lightning lit up the world. The earth shook and quaked. Okay, actually it was 18 going into 19. It says, your way went through the sea and your path through the vast water, but your footprints were unseen. And my favorite part here is, but your footprints were unseen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that verse, because that's the one I'm focusing on. Because sometimes we don't see God working in our lives. We just have to remember he's working, just sometimes we don't see it. So when I read this, but your footprints were unseen. Man, did that hit me. I was like, I know he's still working, but sometimes we can't see that. So I am just going to really underline, but your footprints were unseen. I'm highlighting that part. So come along and craft with me. Today is really just some napkin decoupaging, as well as gluing, cutting and gluing. So fun. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is do some napkin decoupage, because they have these little splatters in the picture. And so I have these napkins here, 2 different colors. I have some pink and I have some blue. And I've used these, I think, on 3 or 4 different pages. So these napkins really do last a long time. You can see I've torn them up a little bit. But I love these little splatter images. So I figured they would work perfectly with the images I have. So again, kind of go through your stuff and see what you have and see what'll work. And again, you all have seen me napkin decoupage before. Just a little bit of water. I'm going to use gesso as well. I have my plastic sheet back here to protect my page. And I already just tore some pieces out. So I am going to, just figure out where I want them on the page. I'm just gonna kind of randomly, I don't want to cover my verse, so I'm gonna maybe go right under the verse. Let's see, do I have another piece? Yeah, I got this piece. I can go there. And then I have like some just little pieces that I tore out. Let's see. Well, we'll see if we want to put those anywhere. Maybe a little bit later. Maybe I'll add more. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do these. So I just heard my son come in. So I put the napkin down, or put the gesso down. And when you have like a small piece like this, you can pretty much gesso up the whole thing. and then just gently pat the napkin down and push out the crinkles and the creases. And then just lift your napkin up and just add more as you go. And just smooth it down. Really simple. It's just gluing. You could use Mod Podge on this. A lot of people have mentioned that Mod Podge leaves a sticky residue and it makes your pages stick in your Bible, so you may not want to use that. It just depends. You can use watered down glue. I use the gesso, and I found that the gesso does not leave a sticky residue at all as long as you dry it. So I'm going to tear this little piece off right here. So yeah, it's totally up to you what you would like to do, but I haven't found any stickiness at all with this gesso, because I usually use it on my pages anyways to prep my pages. I did not prep these pages. I'm just doing this directly on an unprepped page. You really don't need to prep your page if you're just going to be cutting and gluing and just decoupaging napkins and stuff. You don't need to prep your page. But again, that's totally up to you. Some people just like to prep their page no matter what. I only prep it if I know I'm going to be using some dark colors or inks or things that might go through. Just a little bit more water. I just like to use a watered down. This is really just to hold the napkin down, and then I'm gonna go over it. But anyways, I hope y'all are enjoying our journey through the Psalms. I'm having so much fun, y'all. I can't even begin to tell you how much fun I'm having. I love doing stuff like this and just being in the Word and being creative. And if you all can't tell, I've been uploading a ton of videos. Just love it. I do this for all the books of the Bible. I have so much fun. Okay, so then once you get them all down, I take a little bit more water on my brush, and then I water down my gesso some more, and now I'm gonna go over the top. This helps make the napkin stick better. It makes it more translucent as well, meaning you can see through the napkin more if you get the whole thing covered. I mean, there's really nothing to see under this part. It's all white anyways, but I like making sure that it's all down. I work from the middle out. I don't work out in, because you'll pull the napkin in, so you work from the middle out. You all have heard me say that before. For those maybe who are new watching one of these, who have never done this before with napkins, this is a great way to get color and pictures on your page super quick without having to have any artistic ability whatsoever. You don't have to draw. You don't have to worry about, you know, pretty much anything. You just kind of have fun with it and glue and paste. Again, I consider this like kind of going back to my school days, just cutting and pasting and gluing and, you know, have fun with it. Be a kid again. I think that's why I enjoy this so much. I can just create and just be a kid again. No responsibilities. No. Yeah, no responsibilities. Just have fun. Okay, I'm gonna blow dry this. Blow dry it with my heating tool, because you can't really do much until this gets dry, but this should dry pretty quickly. My heating tool is all the way over here. Let me push it over. I have my plastic sheet underneath to protect the page below. This is really, I really would encourage y'all to get something like this. I think I use it every single time. This is one thing that I use all the time. And all it is a piece of paper laminated on both sides, or laminated on, yeah, it's laminated on both sides. So that's it. It's washable. Throw it in the, you can just throw it in the sink and rinse it off. Perfect. Super easy. Haven't watched it in a while, as you can all see, but it is well loved, well used. Okay, a tip: whenever you're drying a page, always flip it over. Dry the back as well. That helps get the back part. It helps drying faster as well. Flip it back over. Just keep going back and forth. I love these splotches. Oh! And it makes it look like you painted your page and you didn't even do it. You didn't. You just glued. Great. I did a page with these once and I had so many people, how did you do those splotches? How did you make your paint go like that? And I'm like, I didn't. It was napkins. So, it's so easy. So easy to do and make such an impact. It makes it look like you painted when you didn't. So there you go. You could always iron your pages out, but I always say this, you know, once the Bible is sitting in, you know, everything's closed, it kind of flattens out your pages as you go. And now all you're gonna do is like figure out your page where you want things and glue them in. So I had this title, Don't Doubt It. So I don't want to doubt God's plan even when I don't see it. I had these little words, my faith is stronger. So I was thinking maybe something like that. Let's see. These little puzzle pieces I was gonna maybe have coming off the side or something, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's do a blue puzzle piece, maybe there. So this is kind of like when your life seems like it's a puzzle and you don't know where it's going. You don't know what the plan is. You don't know anything. It seems like, you know, you're in the dark and you're trying to figure out what the next piece is or the next move is. That's kind of what this is about. Now I had this piece too. I just grabbed all my pieces of puzzles. This was just a scrap piece of paper that I had. So I'm going to use this as a tip-in. I'm thinking, I figure, so we got to see if it all fits. That's why I like to lay everything out first before I start gluing, because sometimes you have to adjust and move things. And maybe, you know, maybe you just don't like the way it looks and you just readjust. No biggie. And I'm thinking, yeah, I could use this as a tip-in. So then this would flip out and then I can write my message to God or my you know, thoughts on this psalm or whatever on here. But then you still have under here that you can decorate and do. So the title, I had these words that said God's plan. And then I had this revealed that came with this set. And so I'm thinking God's plan revealed. It will be revealed one day. I might not see it now, but it will be revealed. So I like that. Let's see, I got this one. Oh, I could put that there. There? Yeah, this needs some color right here. So maybe something like that. And this will kind of be coming off the page or something. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue. So now that I have where I want everything, now you just kind of go in and glue. This is the part where you don't have to think. This is the nice part. You just glue, just have fun. Pretend you're back in kindergarten. No responsibilities, playing with the glue and the clay. The Play-Doh. Play-Doh, oh my gosh, I haven't played with Play-Doh in so long. Since my son was young, was the last time I played with Play-Doh. Gotta wait for grandkids and be able to do that again. Okay, so there's that. And then this will go at the bottom. So yeah, just find, you can go online if you don't have this from Print, Pray, Slay. You can go online and maybe look up, you know, puzzle pieces, images, or clip art for puzzle pieces. If you wanted to do a puzzle thing like this, puzzle page like this, yeah, there's a ton of clip art out there that's free that you can just download and print out. You could take real puzzle pieces if you have some puzzles that, you know, have missing some pieces or what have you, you can take some real puzzle pieces and put those in. That would be kind of cool. You can even have one as a tab up here or on the side. You can have it as a dangle. I like doing that, little dangles and stuff. I have those on a lot of pages in my Bible as well. Yeah, so just get real puzzle pieces if you want. Where's my scissors? Let me grab my scissors and I'm gonna cut this little piece off so it looks like it's kind of like falling off the side. There we go. And let's see, what did I not glue yet? But yeah, get creative with it. You can do a big question mark, like, God, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm so confused, or, you know, because a lot of times he'll be working in our lives and we just don't see it, but we see it later. You know, a lot of times you have that 20/20 vision, or when you look backwards, what is that called? That vision, when you look back and you see, oh, he was working. Hindsight, that's the word I was trying to come up with. I knew it would come to me eventually. When you have hindsight and you can look back. And then you say, yes, God, I do see your finger in all that. I didn't see it when I was going through it, but I see it now. So that's why I like this. Because a lot of times we won't see him working, but we just got to remember when we're in the middle of a crisis or in middle of, you know, huge decisions or whatever, huge points in our life where we're just wondering if God's working, we just have to have faith that we know he is. And he's going to piece all these puzzle pieces together, you know. All the pieces will fit one day. Okay. Then I just kind of go back through and make sure everything's glued down and the way it needs to be. Okay, so this will be the flip. Okay, so I also have these little washi tapes. This was from Jane Davenport set washi tape. And so to put my flip pin in, my tip in, my little flip up, I usually use washi tape, but I will put glue. Oh, that was a thin piece. Hopefully this will hold. I didn't realize it was that thin. Okay, so usually what I'll do is I'll put glue kind of down the strip and then put the washi tape on. This helps hold the washi tape so it doesn't, because washi tape is not that strong. So if you put the glue down, that'll help make sure that this stays down. And then cut off the extra piece. Am I in camera? Yeah. Cut off the extra piece at the bottom so this can flip. See how it'll flip? And then what I'll do is I'll put another little piece on the inside as well. And so I had this other one that said, trust the mess. And I love that. Oh, this is a bigger one, that'll work. So trust the mess. And I think I'm gonna have to cut off these edges. Just trust that when you're in the middle of the mess or you're in the middle of chaos, just trust. And I know that's not what she was referring to here. I think she was referring to like an artistic thing, like trust your mess while you're in an artistic whatever, but I'm taking it as trust the mess, that God's got this. He will fix the mess of your life. He will fix whatever. So just trust it. He's got a plan. Let me see here. Oh, and you know what, y'all? You're probably saying, you forgot the glue. I did. I forgot the glue. But that's the thing about washi tape. You can just pull it right back up. So I put a strip of glue down, and then this will really stick. And I just got to cut off that one little piece. I need my little baby scissors. I love these scissors, y'all. These are the Cutter Bee. Let's see. Yeah, Cutter Bee scissors, super sharp, super easy to use. These are great for detailed, you know, if you really need to get detailed and if you're fussy cutting something out that has little teeny tiny details, these are awesome. I think I've got a couple a couple pairs of these. I love them so much. I put one in all my rooms, all my art rooms. Okay, so there is my tip in. And then I had stand firm, and I had these other little words. It says number 1, pray, number 2, plan, number 3, patience, and number 4, proceed. So that's like a good, I don't know, like a good, thing to remember when you're in the middle of something. Just pray, plan, have patience, and proceed with whatever God tells you to do. So I'm thinking underneath here, I want to make sure it's going to be hidden when this is, until you flip it open. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll like kind of stagger them maybe. Something like that, and then stand firm. So I'm going to glue that, and then here you have room to journal. Let's make sure, okay. So an easy page, just, some decoupaging, some cutting and gluing. I love these kind of pages where then I can just talk to God while I'm doing this and be like, okay, God, I know you have a plan. Please help me to be patient. Help me to, realize that you're in control and you've got this and I don't have to worry and your footsteps are unseen, but one day all the pieces of the puzzle will fit. I just love that. Full of glue. Stand firm. Wherever you are, just stand firm. Know that God has got this. Oh, I love that. I love that. And then there, and then you can journal here. You could put your date down here, along the side, wherever. And there you go. Easy page. Love it. And look how pretty it looks. Oh, I love that. Let's see. Can y'all see it in the camera? There's a close-up. I hope this all gives you hope, and just remember that sometimes God's footprints are unseen, but He is still working, and He is putting all these puzzle pieces together. He is taking the chaos, and He's gonna make it orderly. God is a God of order, so just remember that. And He's got a plan, and so just trust in that plan. God's plan. It will be revealed one day. So thank you all for journaling with me. I hope you have fun. I'll see you next time. Have a very blessed week. Bye.